To speak of war, we first must build a frame. Not rage, but facts. Not vengeance, but a claim. The case for arms begins with what we face, and why no lesser tools can take its place. In Burma's depths, the generals made a trade. Their rule for rent, their silence for what's paid. They host a network trafficking in pain, a state that profits off another's chain. These scam camps rise where borders break apart, and fraud becomes a science, not an art. The victims here are lured, enslaved, betrayed. Their lives reduced to quotas never paid. But what connects this horror to our home? Their fingers reach through every data dome. Americans are marked, defrauded, drained. The cost is real, in pensions lost and pained. And still we tried the softer paths before. The sanctions, talks, the threats, the quiet door. But each attempt has failed to shift the ground. The crime persists where law cannot be found. So comes the claim. If words no longer hold, and foreign shields make justice dull and cold, then force may be the only path ahead. To stop the theft, to free the ones in dread. The plan is bold. Remove the junta's base, secure the towns, dismantle every place where slaves are forced to scam or die in chain, and digital warlords brought to justice plain. The past supports it, so the case is made. From Barbary to Panama's dark trade, we've fought when foreign crime broke through the line, and claimed that peace through action can be fine. But claims like these should not be left untried, for if they stand, they must be qualified. So we must look where war has now been blessed. In Venezuela's case, we find the test. We find that though the crimes are grave and known, the harm to us remains diffuse, unshown. No numbers tied to victims, lives, or loss, just shadowed claims without the ledger's cross. In Burma, state and syndicate align. In Venezuela, less appears by line. No maps of camps, no wires traced to hands, just general rot across collapsing lands. And where is clarity in means and ends? What force is planned? What happens? Who defends? No vision here of rescue, rule, or peace. Just punishment without a plan's release. No post-war thought, no steward, no repair. If strikes succeed, what rises from the air? The contrast sharpens what burdens really owed. This lacks the weight that Burma's trial showed. And deeper still, the laws begin to strain. No mandate, no alliance to explain. Where Burma's case is built with tested weight, Venezuela leaps, skipping through debate. Yet even perfect proofs can come undone when faced with what their victories become. The map that promised order hides a maze, and every plan burns longer than its blaze. For Burma's hills are deep with old divides, with tribes and ghosts where every border hides. We'd find ourselves alone, unwelcome, known. Another power carving out a zone. A case can look complete when narrowed in, with harm, intent, and laws all drawn within. But once you broaden out beyond the frame, the path to war and ruin looks the same. No plan survives the land it claims to hold. Each target hides a chaos uncontrolled. What seems a raid becomes a tangled stay. A war we can't define, much less delay. No region waits to greet a force on ground. The flags go up, the fault lines come unbound. Every war, though named as something new, replays the scripts we once swore not to do. And if a perfect case breaks under strain, then weaker ones collapse before they gain. No half-made claim, no list of wounds or threats, can bear what war, once launched, so soon forgets. To free by fire is still to torch the fields. A righteous war still breaks on what it yields. And what of those we swore we'd come to save? They bury children in the peace we gave. So let this be the proof our thinking earns. The power that withholds is what returns. For every perfect reason drawn in sand, the tide of consequence erases hand.